Good morning, traders. Good afternoon, traders, and good evening, traders. Today, what I want to show you is how to analyze your charts from a higher time frame to a lower time frame. In other words, top-down analysis. It's one of the easiest way to analyze your markets and where to execute the price. So let's get straight to the video. Let's dive in. So first thing you gotta do is you basically click on your monthly time frame. I already marked out my zones that I needed. So basically, as you can see, the most recent monthly was here. So basically, you mark out this zone here. Another one was here, which is this candle here, and these candles here. Okay, now you can even mark one on a below, but there's no really need because we already left that, I would say, year ahead. So this here is basically goes back to basically just over 20 years, but we don't need us that much. So when you mark out your your monthly, you scroll down to your weekly time frame, and believe me, they will all line up. When you do it correctly, they will all line up. On a weekly time frame, you can see that that you've got your key zones that are your monthly, and then you basically grab your tool, click horizontal line again, and basically now you're looking for your weekly. So this here was one of the weekly. Okay, so you click on that. We can even change the color of it. So you can go to settings and basically just use that as this color, and that way you know that you have marked out your weekly. So this is your weekly one. Okay, so weekly here, weekly here, because that's where the price basically drop down, pass through our monthly zones. When that breaks out, then you know you're looking for a sell, because that's a monthly time frame. This weekly, this weekly. Then you drop down. Sorry, we can mark out another weekly one here, and then you drop down to a daily time frame. Now, on your daily time frame, this is British pound and US dollar. So we have broken through. So on a daily time frame, you can always draw a trend line, and that trend line, you will see what happens. The trend line has been broken. Okay, so when you see a trend line being broken on a daily time frame, I'm repeating myself again, daily time frame. So as you can see what happened here, if you had your trend line here, then you would see that it broke. Okay, so this here was still your uptrend, yeah, on the daily time frame. But overall, we are still in a downtrend. Now I know the inflation or British pound and all that stuff. You have to keep an eye on the economic news and see what's happening. So when that got broke, what you can see right now is it went up, went back down to retest. And remember, daily time frame retest of that level here. So what you can do right now is grab a brush, and then you will see, okay, your daily has been broken. Wait for it to retest. So if it got broken on the 3rd of November, trust me, guys, even if you wait a whole week to come and retest, so this is exactly 7 days, when it went back down to retest this zone here. Now, if I remove this Jordan here, And sorry, if I remove this Jordan here, and then I'll zoom in a bit for you. This candlestick here is a doji candlestick. Okay, that doji means that there is a reverse in trend. So basically, as you can see, went up, yeah, broke our daily time frame, dropped that back down. So when you look at on the 10th of November, if you wanted to enter that trade on 10th of November, you scroll down to a 4 hour time frame, and we're basically looking for that 10th of November. Okay, now 10th of November is basically right here, yeah. So this is your daily that's been broken on the 3rd of November. It has been broken. You are waiting for it to retest this, let's call it demand zone. Wait for it to retest. Now remember, this is your trend line that's been broken. So when you're waiting for the trend line to be broken on a daily time frame, you're waiting for the retest off of that zone here. So if you would have entered right here, I'll give you a good example. If you would have entered on this retest, wait for the candle to close and enter at say okay, it says like 2 o'clock, yeah. That's when the US session starts, yeah. So 2 o'clock, your stop loss would have been say below this swing high, and your take profit would be here. Why here? Well, basically, this is your monthly time frame. Sorry, your weekly time frame of the previous week. Okay, so when you zoom out a bit, you'll be able to see your zones that you marked out here according to the sessions and according to the trend line and on higher time frames. So as you can see, it all lines up. It's like a little puzzle that you need to line up. I know this is only technical analysis, but they do work. So that's your 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Now, what happened again? Let me just get rid of that. Now, what happened again is that you can see that the price came back to retest, but not this zone anymore. Okay, not this one, but this zone here on a higher time frame. Now, remember, you already analyzed where the market's moving on the weekly time frames. So went back to retest the zone, you would have entered for another another buy, basically during a London session. So enter for a buy, get out of the market once again. Why would you want to get out here? Well, basically, this zone here is super important for you. So always look to your left with the last key level of pivots where before. So you get out of the market here. Now this has a big retracement right now. So let me get rid of this one. Let me get rid of that and zoom in a bit. Okay, so right now this is still a live market, right? That I'm analyzing on. I don't like to do replays and all that stuff because it just doesn't make sense. Replays are just for someone else, not for me. Okay, so what I can see from this perspective right now is that the price obviously has shot up today, but it has been dropping down again. So now all I can assume is that the price is basically going to be retesting this levels here. Okay, now this is only a I think that I'm expecting it to happen, but if even that can drop down to as far as here. So you just have to play it all out and see what's happening on a higher time frame. Now, I do like to enter my trades on a 4 hour time frame or sometimes even an hour time frame. But if you want a quick scalp and you want something like 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, then scroll down to a 5 minute time frame. So you just have to wait for this price to play out, basically. So Once you see those levels getting retested, then you can potentially look for another buy. But always look to your left and see what's happening. As you can see, on a 4 hour time frame, we've been creating higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now that's another higher high, and this is potentially another higher low. But you never know, the market might reverse. Well, according to this, it looks like a retest to me. But this is just analyzing. So anyway, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and encourage me to do more videos for you. But that's how you should be analyzing your charts, from a higher time frames to a lower time frames. So remember, start on the monthly and everything will line up for you. All these lines will actually line up for you. Obviously, you don't need that many lines, but I just done it because I want you to take a closer look at where the prices could be heading. Okay, so even like a pound, uh, it's been on and off. A massive consolidation in this area, but now I can see that the pound is potentially shooting up to 131 level. Um, a good psychological number, even 136 in the near future. But for now, that's all I can tell you. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I might post a bit more for you next time.